Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to SuperCard Models. Getting stuck back into the R34 GTR build today. And what I want to do is start getting a few more of the outer bayside blue body panels made, I think, at this point. What I'll do is I'll start with this roof panel. So this part here should be fairly straightforward. I don't think it will be like any different design or size wise to this kind of lower layer that I've cut out of cardboard for the roof. I just won't include these tabs, that's all. So I'll remove those from that part when I draw it up in Illustrator, and then I can print that out and cut it out of the same card that I'm making the outer body panels from. So I'll start with that. Easy. So there's the outer roof panel part, just cut out a 300 GSM card. Now the next thing to do is just to take that outside and spray paint that bayside blue. So I'll see you shortly when I've done that. Cool, so I've just taken that roof panel outside and spray painted it. While that one dries, what I might do is start making the two door panels. So as I mentioned before, there'll be two pieces. There'll be like a top section piece and a lower section piece. And the join will be kind of where the top of this swage or mold line is. So we'll get into Illustrator. Start drawing up those two parts. It shouldn't be too hard actually, because the size and shape of the door pieces are basically exactly the same as this piece, just with kind of a modified profile down the rear edge of the door here. So the parts are basically designed in Illustrator in my plans file already. I just need to make the modification, print them out, and cut them out. So yeah, let's do that. Nice, so that's made those door panel parts out of the 300 GSM outer body panel card. Next thing to do, of course, is take those outside and give them some spray paint. It's turned a bit bad out here, like it's kind of a bit windy and a bit rainy now, so I don't actually know if I'll get them painted today, but if I can't do it today, I'll try and do it tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I didn't show it, but I did actually make a couple of iterations of those parts just to make sure the fit was really, really nice. So yeah, those are the final parts there. But anyway, see if I can get them painted and we'll go from there. But actually in the meantime, what I might do is start preparing a new version of this rear quarter panel piece here. What I need to do is add some small tabs at the front of this section so that I can attach a filler outer body panel piece at the front edge of this piece here. And also I still need to work out how I'm going to attach this part to the car at the back. So I need to give that some thought. But yeah, I'll start working on that one anyway. Alright, good. So there's a new updated rear quarter section panel fitted. You can see that I've added this kind of section of tabs just in this part here that the old part didn't have. And that means that I can add kind of a fill section of outer bodywork over the top of those. Gives me something to glue that onto. And you can see that I've also added a row of small tabs to the inner wheel arch section here, and that means that I can glue on a small kind of inner lip to that wheel arch as well. The old piece didn't have those tabs. Cool, so that's looking good. Cool, so I can probably go ahead and make the final outer base high blue panel parts for this rear quarter now. There'll probably be 3 separate pieces for that. So there'll be one main one that covers the bulk of this rear quarter. There'll be another small piece that fits over this kind of fill section that sits over the top of these tabs. And there'll be another small inner wheel arch fill piece that goes over the top of these tabs here. So I'll make those 3 parts now. Alright, cool, it's the next day, and last night, you would have just seen me make and fit this kind of tail panel piece that fits between the 2 tail lights. And yeah, I didn't really show you me making that piece as such. I'd already had it like drawn up from when I drew up these tail panel parts for the car. And so it was basically just a matter of cutting one piece out of the base high blue card for the outside outer layer, and then another layer that glued onto that I cut out of 600 GSM cardboard with some tabs built into it. And yeah, I just glued the 2 together and glued it in place. So that turned out really, really good. And it might be getting ahead of myself just a little bit because it's such a tiny detail, but I added the boot lid lock surround, which is just a tiny disc of SuperCard, and I just punched it out a sheet of SuperCard with my confetti punch. This is the 3mm one. So just cut out a little disc, little dot, use my scalpel to cut out a tiny slot in the center for where the key would go, and just glue that in place as well. Cool. And yesterday, finally managed to get some sunshine outside, and I managed to paint these parts, the roof part and the door parts and the rear quarter part and the rear quarter panel part that I made the other day. So now the next thing to do is to glue those onto the car. awesome. So that's got all those body panels attached, and they all turned out really, really nice. Yeah, that looks so awesome. With the roof panel though, I've just got that sitting there for now. I haven't glued that on yet because I'm still designing and developing and working some of these kind of like other roof structure parts, and I might need to take it off again to kind of redo certain parts, etc. But yeah, for now, it's just sitting there, it looks good, and yeah, that's great progress. I think what I'll do next is continue working this piece that I started to prototype up and draw up a couple of videos ago, get that one ready and done, and start cutting that out of card. So yeah, but that's all I've got time for in this video. Check out next week's video to see how I go with that one. But thanks for watching, good progress on all that body work, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.